Yo, chat. Good morning, chat. Rise and shine. Wakey, wakey. Let's get some eggs and bakey. You understand me? Where we at this morning, chat? We got a whole lot to talk about, and we got to maximize the time, chat. Boy, last night I was fucked up. I went back. I rewatched the live. Why did nobody tell me I sounded half asleep? Yeah. Why didn't nobody say, man, Kappa, you need to get up? Nobody said shit. They was just, but I fuck with y'all for that, cause y'all fuck with me. Um, yeah, we gonna get into it. Uh, we got all type of shit going on, chat. All type of shit. We gonna get into it though. Let me go and tell y'all what I popped up on my mind to talk about this morning. We gonna cover some Panthers. We're gonna get on old funny Stephen A. Smith and his attempt to make a Trump a racist. We're gonna talk about all that shit today, chat. We might watch some body cam footage. We're gonna react to my favorite senator getting on people's ass. Yeah, my favorite senator is John Kennedy. He don't play no games. Hold on. Yeah, chat. We're gonna get into all that shit. I like my boy. I like the boy. John, he be going crazy. JK, boy. That boy was he's the guy to watch. I like watching him destroy. And mind y'all chat, this is pre-shutdown. This is pre-shutdown, and we're gonna go to what he said pre-shutdown, what he said to fix the shutdown. And then we're gonna go to the Stephen A. Smith interview. Yeah, because I want to know, why do people keep trying to put this shutdown on Donald J. Trump? It is not on Donald J. Trump why shit is being shut. The government have shutdowns inside of itself. It is not Trump's fault. And we're gonna get to the bottom of it. We also I don't before we get started though, chat, I do want to touch on the Pooh Shiesty shit. Cause I've been seeing a lot of people like they wrong for doing that to Gucci, but let me explain it in dummy terms. Let me break this shit down in dummy terms for y'all. Nowadays, these young niggas ain't going for that big homie shit no more. All that big homie shit, OG shit is dead, man. And I feel for him because it's like, how many times do you let a motherfucker play with you before you say enough is enough? Yeah, everybody want to say how the reaction, but nobody want to say what Gucci did to cause this shit. Yeah, I take it all the way back to Laurent days. Yeah, he was doing his art. He been doing his artists like that. That's why Laurent ain't signing him. That why Young Maul was probably one of the biggest artists that Gucci had to this day. Meaning he was the one who paid the 1017 shit popping again. Yeah, he had Walker. Yeah, he had Nicki. But the new 1017 originally started with Asian Doll, Young Maul, Quill, Ola Runt, And it was a few more people. It was a white boy too. They had a white boy over there. Laurent been saying home one right. Laurent been saying home one kicking that shit P. So saying, so what I'm saying is I respect it. Like nigga ain't at the end of the day, bro, all that nowadays chat, more more our rappers are living what they rap about. Not all, but I say it's about 50-50 now. Like you got half that's doing it and half that ain't. So what I'm telling y'all is, chat, if you can't go, I don't care what like the music game to me is nothing but a more intricate drug game. Good morning, Roadmaster. Good morning, Roadmaster. The rap industry is nothing but an intricate drug game. And I think that's why people who were successful drug dealers succeed in the rap industry. But what I'm saying that to say is, bro, everybody trying to say them boys stupid and they crashing out. I don't think they crashed out. I just think that it was like it was unfortunate circumstances and things and a lot of miscommunication that led up to that shit. Communication ruled a nation. Gucci been not trying to communicate with his artists and telling them how to be millionaires. Like he been having a jealous bone in his body all the way back to Young Maul and Quill. That's a fact. It's only up until now that Gucci didn't get his fucking chains back, and then them boys, they basically ran off with Gucci shit. When Big Scar died, he felt like, oh, I ain't gonna just let you go. Yeah, y'all. He felt like Pooh Shiesty owed him for what they did behind Big Scar. But in reality, he did that because that's his cousin. Nigga, that's his blood cousin. Why would he choose you over his blood cousin? That makes no sense. So when people be like, them boys just got out and crashed out, them niggas ain't got out and crashed out. That shit was a calculated scheme. Go back to the interviews he dropped. He been not fucking with Gucci. When he first got out, he told y'all, nigga, it ain't no 10-7. He said, it ain't no shade to 10-17. But this shit is CGE. We on our own shit. Niggas left me behind the wall. Niggas, he telling y'all why he did it. It just now nigga don't know, niggas ain't been following that shit. That's why I say, man, I respect why they did that shit. Cause you as a young nigga, bro, if I'm in that position, nigga, you not finna play with me on no type level. I don't give a fuck who you think you is. Yeah, the minute I feel played with as a man, now I feel like I got to respond as a man. Cause at the end of the day, that's a man first. Fuck if that's his artist, that's a man first. You done diss this nigga best friend, got his best nigga. Imagine this. Nigga for nigga, the plug this your best friend, got your best friend thinking it's some secret smoke with y'all twin whole time it ain't that. So now you got to kind of stand in the motion for that. Then turn around, you go to jail. Your cousin died. He basically telling your family, fuck your cousin. It's business first. I understand that as a business person, you got to think a little smarter. But just as an emotional human, as a human that goes through shit and is not perfect and have flaws, I don't fault him for him doing that. If anything, I really fault Gucci because Gucci, you knew this nigga was not playing. Nigga just got out of anybody know a nigga who just got out of prison, bro. It's up them niggas institutionalized for about a year. Niggas who just get out of prison, all they know is the mentality that they've been living in. Having to be gritty and grimy, can't let nobody play with them. Why are you playing with that man? Go on, let him out the contract, bro. He already got evil on him. I'm not saying he's an evil person, but when you get out of jail, you got all the shit to everybody who did you wrong. You thinking about how you could get back and fuck them over. He said it. Man, I'm tell this how I know people don't really be watching and on certain things. Man, Pooh Shiesty said that she said same niggas who couldn't pick the phone up when I was in jail, they stay in them bitches now. He had revenge on his mind since he came home. Just let him do it. Just let him out the contract. You let Maul out you let Young Maul and Quill out the contract. They went and signed and got more money. Asian dog left, went and signed, got more money. Oh, Laurent signed. Everybody you sign is leaving you. You let them leave. Only reason you did not allow this man to leave is because you felt as though Him and his family played with you with the Big Scar situation, another artist, and that's cool. But let's not, like you said, Gucci, out your mouth. Let's not bring the police into it. All I say is keep it in the street. Cause that's what you said out your mouth after the shit was done. You said you was gonna keep it in the street, brother. So let's do that. But that's all I'm gonna say on that, because that's how I feel. I just feel like a lot of people really just looking at it from a business point, and they ain't looking at it from a real, like, if you from the street, like, nigga ain't going for that. But I guess a lot of people don't be street minded and street and have a good street mentality. So that's why a lot of people may look at it as some old conniving backdoor young dumb crash out shit. I don't think that's young dumb crash out shit. Young dumb crash out shit is when them niggas move, they laid the whole studio down. Yeah, ain't no. That's how I know it really was no. It was about respect. Cause if it was that for real, when them niggas went to bucking on giving it up, Shiesty wouldn't have told them niggas, nah, we ain't doing all that. We just handling this. See what I'm saying? Yeah, they Gucci pride hurt. That's all that is. Yeah, because niggas like academics and niggas like Flacco in the industry, the Adam 22s in the industry talking and got him looking like he a bitch, a old pussy. But at the end of the day, Gucci, you made it. Why should it matter? Let him out the contract, go sign you some more niggas. You already said you was gonna release everybody. When you signed TLE Cinco, before TLE Cinco went to jail, you said you was dropping all your artists. That's Fujiano, Pooh Shiesty, and you had nothing to do with that. You wanted to create a new 1017. All of a sudden, TLE come out. He don't want to fuck with you because he see the fuck shit you on. Now you want the old niggas back. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. You moving very iffy. You moving mad funny, Gucci. You moving mad funny, and I don't fuck with it. Yeah, yeah. Niggas don't, yeah, DK, niggas don't know. I'm really hip to that shit. Like, I'm knowing what's going on. Yeah. Nigga, this how y'all know these niggas ain't really knowing what's going on, cause y'all know why Gucci signed Pooh Shiesty, right? Y'all do know Gucci ain't just signed Pooh Shiesty because he thought Pooh Shiesty was a good rapper. He signed Pooh Shiesty to intimidate Yo Gotti. That's the only reason he signed Pooh Shiesty, was to intimidate Yo Gotti. Yeah, he ain't really want to sign them boys. Yeah, Gucci. It took, matter of fact, if y'all listen to how Gucci signed Pooh Shiesty, you know it was on some I'm trying to big dog some shit. Cause if you know anything about Yo Gotti ain't giving a nigga $1 million. Yo Gotti giving a nigga about 250,000, $500,000, and he gonna get them niggas he gonna let them have their masters, and he gonna take them to a label and let them sign. Look at every artist Yo Gotti signed, from ESTG to the Black Youngsters to the co-artists they be signing. They don't do $1 million contracts. Cause they giving you your masters. They letting you get it on the back end. Yo Gotti is a real nigga, man. He ain't trying to eat off you. He got records he could eat off of. That's why the fuck. That's why Pooh Shiesty signed with Gucci. The bag was bigger, nigga. Gucci promised him something that he wasn't gonna keep. He wasn't gonna keep the promise. Yeah, and the only reason he got the Fujiano artist was because Fujiano got signed with he signed with a company called AE, Authentic Empire. And Authentic Empire was on some Yo Gotti shit. We gonna put money behind you, but our ultimate goal is to get you to a bigger label, a better label, a label that can really take your career to the next level. But a lot of people ain't know that about. All Gucci been has been was just a face for Atlantic. He was just a face for Atlantic. He ain't been the nigga. That's all he was. They was using Atlantic was using Gucci like the Samuel Jackson nigga in the Django. That's all that was. You know how long TLE Cinco been out with making hot music? Why he ain't been when and signed that boy? That's real Bama music. Gucci not from Atlanta. The boy from Alabama. He moved to Atlanta and became Gucci. That's all. So you saying he fucking me off. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But next is that I just had to touch on that shit because I just don't think a lot of people understand. If it was good intentions, I could see, but it was never. He never had the good intent in his heart. But let's get to my favorite fucking senator and how he been cooking these niggas lying on a fucking Republic, talking about Trump, the reason why the government shut down. You a fucking lie, boy. Yeah, but we finna hear my favorite senator, the best senator of them all, pop his shit.
Department of Homeland Security is about to shut down. ICE will be shut down.
Again, chat, we gonna watch what he said before, after, and just recently. He recently just been on Stephen A. Smith channel talking about the shit. So I had to go back and see if it's cause his for the most part, this nigga right here stay the same. Oh, this nigga is the funniest nigga hands down. He be taking all types of shots at niggas. He told one nigga, he said she think she can land on the sun if she go at night. That be he basically was saying she's stupid. Like I love him. He is a I would vote for him just off of he remind me of Trump just times 10. Like he really don't. Y'all think Trump don't give a fuck? This man right here don't give a fuck. I remember it was a rally he was at. And devil lettuce, latte, goat latte, milk, drink, avocado toast eating. This nigga here is hilarious to me. I be at work all day just avocado toast eating. This nigga is funny to me. But let's just get into it.
What's about to happen is top of the list, king of the hill, number one, stupid. Now they want to defund ICE. It's happening because of raw gut politics.
When Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana walked up to that Senate floor microphone, he didn't just speak, he detonated. He looked straight at the American people, cut through every layer of Washington spin.
Roadmaster, I blame that on Barack Hussein Obama and that nigga Jesse Jackson. I blame them two niggas there. Yeah, I blame them two niggas there. Yeah, cause see what people don't understand about Obama ass is he doing this. A Trump is inevitably not necessarily doing the exact same shit, but the way these fuckers talk, it sounds like he doing the same shit Obama did. Yeah, deported every fucking body and started wars. So what the fuck y'all talking about? How the fuck you praise one man for doing the same shit you tear another man down for? It makes no fucking sense. The same reason why black folks, boy, don't get me started on them dimmer bitches over there. Them damn GLs. Yeah, I hate them. Hey, listen, it ain't one thing I hate more than a fake woke motherfucker. A old demand ass motherfucker. It's the same reason y'all niggas love and Obama may have been a little bit worse. Yeah. Cause since when did we start giving a fuck about what people doing in their bed? Yeah. Since when? What? Man, all right. Let my man cook, cause y'all gonna get me started by fucking
and laid out
Hussein
exactly
and
what
that
was coming.
motherfucker
And
Mike.
folks, everything he warned about has now come true. The Department of Homeland Security has been shut down for over a month. TSA agents are quitting. Airports are descending into chaos. Spring break travelers are standing in 3- and 4-hour security lines, and the people in charge still can't figure out how to get it back open. Kennedy saw this coming, and he tried to warn you.
I want to try to explain to the American people what's going on around here. Some people are going to try to tell you, American people, that what we're engaged in is a rational discussion of how to use scarce taxpayer dollars to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Now, that's not true. Wish it were. Department of Homeland Security is about to shut down. We don't know how to get it back open.
And I blame that old bitch Maxine. Yeah, I hate Maxine Waters' ass too. Her old ass. Every time she get up there, she look like the damn saw dog. Like she's ready to play a game. I like to play a game with who does Maxine Waters makeup. I need to know. We ought to put them hoes on a firing squad for that shit. Yeah. Motherfuckers talking. Man, see, my only thing about this shutdown shit, with that shutdown shit, was that if motherfuckers got their head out their ass and just voted and did what Big Bro telling them to do, shit could have been prevented. Yeah. He had to come up with a plan to go around them backdooring bitches. Yeah. The black folk love Democrats so much. But y'all do know Democrats is the ones that help them other minority cultures get laws to protect them. And they ain't never once looked at us. So why the fuck y'all keep kissing their ass, hopping in the parade to go vote for them? I don't know. I quite frankly don't understand that shit with y'all motherfuckers.
What does that mean? It means ICE will be shut down. We've got some ideas about how to keep it operating. They haven't.
That's all the fucking Democrats heard. If we don't vote, ICE gets shut down. That's all they fucking heard. I bet money. That's all them bitch ass niggas heard. Then he said that, and he whoop dee doo. Fuck the rest. Long if they ain't out here fucking up what we got going on. Ain't ass niggas gonna always find a way to backdoor what you got going on. Like, just go like that's because what he said was the first thing they wanted to hear. They already was trying to get rid of ICE. So in order, all we got to do is not vote on some shit, and we get what we want. That's how they thinking. And that as an American citizen, that should fucking scare you. That they won't even give you the benefit of the doubt of listening to everything wholeheartedly and then weighing the options out. Right now, when he said they gonna shut ICE down, motherfuckers is packing up and leaving so they don't gotta sign. The room went from 500 to 150 in that instance. I guarantee it. That's that avocado toast eating, goat milk drinking shit I be talking about, man.
Enough money. It means TSA will be shut down. They're not going to be paid. That'll impact
If I'm lying, I'm flying. I don't own a pair of wings. What the fuck I tell y'all, chat? What the hell I tell y'all, chat? You watch the nigga in the back, chat.
We've got some ideas about how to keep it operating. They have enough money. It means TSA will be shut down. They're not going to be paid. That'll impact
Nigga in the back couldn't wait to
airport
leave.
travel.
Nigga in the back couldn't
Coast
wait to
Guard will be
leave.
shut down. FEMA, God help us if we have a natural disaster, it'll be shut down.
Everything Kennedy laid out in that warning, it's not hypothetical anymore. It's happening right now. Over 50,000 TSA agents are working without pay. Hundreds have already quit. Airports in Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta are reporting security lines that stretch into
Shout out Roadmaster. You see where I'm going with this shit. You see where I'm going with this shit, Roadmaster. As a black society, we are the most. We only vote for the president. You don't see black folk standing in lines voting for the senators and the mayors and you know what I'm saying? They ain't voting for that. You won't change. You got to get it on the local level first. And once you fill your local level up with the people you want, then you vote for them to move up. That's how it's done. But motherfuckers won't go vote. They see them small signs out there, and because it ain't the president, they don't look at that. That's why we won't get change. That's why I say stop listening to fucking TikTok. Get off TikTok. Stop listening to Twitter and Facebook and go out here and do the research yourself, bro. You will see that y'all asking these niggas to come do some shit that they can't do. You asking the president to try to do some shit that he can't do. The president is like he just a puppet. And everybody like Senator John Kennedy, Senator Hawley, Senator Ted Cruz. People like, and I don't agree with everything Ted Cruz say, but he's a pretty good, for the most part, I like him. What I'm saying is, chat, those the guys that we have, voting for judges. Those are the people that matter. The people that's in your everyday society. When they put those signs out and you don't know what those names is, you should stop and just Google what the fuck they running for. Yeah, you tired of Lil Tay Tay and them getting locked up? Vote for the district attorney. Vote for the sheriff. Vote for your judges. Fuck. You want more food stamp? You go down there and you vote for your governor. You go down there and you vote for your city officials. You go down there and sit in them council and meet. Fuck wrong with y'all? Stop bullshitting, man. Go out there and vote for real. Stop voting every 4 years and vote every year. Yeah, you women who want you women who want body protection and all that shit, go down to your health department and vote. Yeah, they hire a lot of them workers, but the ones that mean something get elected.
into parking garages. A senior TSA official just went on national television and said, and this is not an exaggeration, that some airports may have to literally shut down if this continues. The Coast Guard, FEMA, the Secret Service, CISA, tens of thousands of DHS employees missed their first full paycheck last week. And all of this is unfolding while the United States is actively at war with Iran and the threat environment is at its highest level in years. This isn't some abstract budget debate anymore. This is a national security crisis playing out in real time, and Kennedy called it before anyone else would.
What's about to happen is top of the list, king of the hill, number one, stupid. And it's happening just not because of policy. It's happening because of raw gut politics.
You heard what the man said. It's not because they don't agree with the policy. These motherfuckers don't agree with who wrote the shit. Come on, bruh. But y'all want us to keep voting and believing in this type of shit. They don't care about Jatisha who that worked down there at the airport. Tony who worked down there at the airport. They don't care about them. Yeah, your brother and sister who got the airport job for the first time out of college. They don't give a fuck about them. Why should we give a? That's what I'm saying, chat. Y'all be saying shit and it don't make sense. It don't make no sense. Zero. Niggas, he told it's stupid, and he not lying. It is fucking stupid. Because when you get elected, every elected person in the fucking country who have a seat in the fucking office swear by one oath, and that's to protect the American citizen. This is not protecting the American citizen. That's what I'm saying with these Democrat motherfuckers. They ain't never looked out for us. But yet we so in love with them. It's like we got Stockholm syndrome with these niggas, man. Let it the fuck go. Niggas ain't no good. Like my buddies at work say, no bueno. Isa Barsuda. Fuck we gonna do, man? When we gonna lock in? Niggas always hollering about change, change, change. But y'all nigga won't change. It start with your mind. If you won't change, you gotta start in the mind. Boy, girl, whoever the fuck out they listening. Yeah. Niggas around here acting stupid. Big nigga, like my daddy used to say, nigga, get that nigga a D for dummy. Nigga, big D for dummy. F for failure. You stupid.
If you could see what I see, your gag reflex would be permanently triggered.
Not policy, not some honest disagreement about how to spend taxpayer money. Raw gut politics. That's what Kennedy said. And a month into this shutdown, he's been proven right. Both sides are dug in. Neither party will blink. Democrats say they won't fund DHS unless there's a major overhaul of immigration enforcement. Republicans say...
Heard what the nigga said, cuz. You just heard what he said. Democrats will not fund DHS unless, inevitably he's saying they cut back on how many niggas they deporting. Boy, this shit ain't up for discussion, nigga. Yeah, this shit ain't, cause see, what a lot of people see, this how I know Democrats don't really give a fuck about America and American society growing and improving. You know why young niggas and minorities can't get a job in the construction field? You know why it's hard to get for young people to actually grow in the trade field? Hmm. I do this shit every day, so I know. You know why it's so fucking hard? Do you know why it's but so many young niggas trying to become a blue collar worker? The money there. It ain't the money. Trust me, it's not the money. It's the ability, the availability. Dude, I I talked to my project manager. I know how these contractors thinking. I know how these owners thinking. Why would I go hire an American-based company who's gonna charge me they're gonna charge me? And or I can go to an illegal company who may not all have their documents. I can knock the price off, a good quarter of the price off for that reason. And I can force them to do it faster. You don't gotta put insurance on them. And they come with 40, 50 niggas. Now, the shit that they do, they end up hiring on American companies or legalized companies. Guess what they do? They come in, they can only bring in two, three guys. It's not fair. And I'm not saying if you go the correct way and get your money and you get your papers to come over here, welcome. But I'm talking about the people who and I'm not saying that they're not doing wrong, but at the end of the day, is it fair to the American people that we gotta go work at McDonald's when we want to work at let's say a plumber, get a plumber's trade, or we want to go learn how to frame a wall, or we want to learn how to paint, or we want to learn how to do electricity, run AC units. We want to learn, nigga. They even starting to take over the barber industry, dude. Like, but oh, my fault, because we don't teach our kids that that's something that we need. That's who gives a fuck. Fuck them. See, I bet if the teaching industry was getting compromised, I bet if the congressional shit was getting compromised, yeah, the judicial industry getting compromised, I guarantee you they wouldn't have a fucking problem. The health industry getting, I guarantee you these fuckers wouldn't have a problem. It's because that they don't understand that it's a, bro, and I noticed this because it's a huge age gap in the work where I work at. You don't it's I'm the youngest person in my company. That is a fact. I'm the all right, it go Christian Young, the youngest, but he's he's the owner's best friend, son. So he really don't count. He's just there working till he got to go back to school. After that, it's me. I'm 25. I'm finna be 25 on April 24th. Yeah, after that, it go 40, 40 years old, 40 years old, 40 years old, 40 years old. I work for a larger scale company, Voss Electric. This is no lie. They had over thousands of employees. I was the youngest. My sister, and my homie was the youngest group there. They everywhere, every foreman I get with acts, man, you know what I do for a young apprentice? I would love to. It's so bad. Chat is so bad, chat. They are paying apprentices, electricians money. But and I don't even think people know this shit. If you go try to get a trade now as a minority, now because of Trump, they giving you a grant. They giving you a grant to go to school to finish that and get hired onto a job, and they give you money afterwards to put in your pocket. But see, we don't know that. Why? Because in our culture, that's not something to go for. But back to my niggas speaking on these niggas.
Democrats are holding the entire department hostage to protect illegal aliens. And while they point fingers at each other, American families are missing flights, federal workers are missing rent, and the country's security infrastructure is running on fumes. Kennedy pulled the curtain back and told you exactly what this is. A political hostage situation dressed up as a funding dispute, and then he named the hostage takers.
The Karen wing of the Democratic Party is in control of the Democratic Party. And the Karen wing of the Democratic Party, not all Democrats, but there's clearly a Karen wing. Sometimes I call them the loon wing. They have gone to the Minority Leader Jeffries and my friend Senator Schumer and said, don't you vote for that Homeland Security bill. Why? Because the Karen wing of the Democratic Party wants to defund ICE. Now, we've seen this vampire movie before. The Karen wing of the Democratic Party also wanted us to defund the police. How'd that work out for us? The criminals are still laughing. Now they want to defund ICE.
There it is. The Karen wing, a faction so loud, so demanding, so addicted to performative outrage that they've taken the entire party hostage. And a month into this shutdown, even some Democrats are starting to admit the strategy isn't working. One congressman flat out said, and I'm quoting here, "We're making people hurt, and it's not forcing any change." That's a Democrat admitting the quiet part out loud. The same crowd that pushed defund the police, a slogan so toxic it cost Democrats seats across the country, is now running the same playbook on ICE. And Kennedy connected the dots perfectly. We've seen this vampire movie before. We know how it ends. The
Roadmaster. And unfortunately, Roadmaster, a lot of our youth are gonna be able to say that same shit. But the reason why I kind of don't agree with that, Roadmaster, is because the problem we having right now. See, a lot of motherfuckers went in that military just for the GI Bill, the signing bonus, and home loan automatic approved. They ain't trying to be soldiers. They just want an easy way out. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you went over there and you was willing to fight, and or you was willing and you knew that you could possibly die for your country, and you was cool with that and was content with that and followed all orders to your best ability, I salute you, brother. But see, a lot of these niggas, they got stress cards and all that shit. That's weak. Cause in war, you don't get a stress card. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The enemy don't give a fuck. Do y'all watch enemy footage? Do y'all be watching that shit? Man, that shit cutthroat. I watch Iran. I watch some Ukrainian soldiers, script Russian soldiers, booty butt ass naked. Yeah, yeah, and drop the bomb on them niggas. Them niggas don't give a fuck when that gunfire going. So that's what I'm saying. Let's we gotta stop just pushing our kids to go to the military just because that's what we think is honorable. Yeah, it's honorable if you want to do it. Like fuck it, numbers don't matter if them numbers ain't trying to number. Man, there's no lie. I got off work one day early and I went into Chick-fil-A and I stay by a military base. So it was a lot of military soldiers in there. And I'm looking at the build of these sloppy bitches. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm so glad we got a hold it. I'm just so glad that this is not the average build. Because I would be embarrassed. Yeah, yeah. Military sergeants in there getting 4 chicken sandwiches. What the fuck is you busting out the uniform? Looking like a camouflage donut pack. Thinking to myself, oh my God. Ain't you know everybody get the itis once they eat a lot. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is we doing? What the fuck is we if we had to go to war after child time, after if they had Chick-fil-A in the war field, boy, we would be fucked. Yeah. If a country want to whoop us, all they gotta do is put DoorDash, make DoorDash available during wartime. Make DoorDash available in the war field. I guarantee you we get cooked. Niggas gonna be putting guns down, picking up DoorDash. I'm telling you. You wanna win? Put some DoorDash out there. I'm looking at these in chat. It's a different. I understand you get a little meal. Man, this one girl had about 4, 5 chicken sandwiches, 2 waffle fries. I'm thinking, who the hell she finna eat this? Then she sat down by herself. Big, lonely, fat, nasty motherfucker. I'm sitting over there in the corner just dying laughing like, boy, I just know this ain't what this supposed to be. But I'm glad that I know that our military won't put her on the front line. I guarantee you that. Yeah, she is a desk jockey. She logistics or something. She count how many bullets, and she is important because logistics is important. But all I'm saying is, yeah, she ain't shooting a gun. Roadmaster, you think I'm lying? I should have took a picture. The bitch, the girl had and what scared me the most was she was a sergeant. You know what I'm saying? I could see she corp like a specialist, private, and then new recruit, whatever they call themselves. But a motherfucking sergeant, that big, slouchy and sloppy and nasty. Yeah. You saying? For the most part, the builds be nice in the military. Like, but nowadays, chat, we could be fucked depending on what goes on. Yeah, like we need our military was the strongest when we had a bunch of niggas that just didn't give a fuck. Yeah, it's too many give a fuck people. Did y'all see the song? Let me get back to this shit. I'm going on tangents.
Criminals laugh. The American people pay the price, and the politicians who caused the mess go on cable news and pretend it's someone else's fault.
And Senator Schumer and Minority Leader Jeffries, they've made a bunch of unreasonable demands that no person with a brain above a single cell organism would vote for. It would put handcuffs on ICE. That's just a fact. And they know that. I'm not going to vote for them. Sure not going to vote for them with a gun to my head. Now, but I'll tell you the reality. We could go to Senator Schumer and the minority leader in the House and say, okay, we accept every one of your conditions. The Democrats still are not going to vote to keep DHS open. I mean, I don't blame Senator Schumer for trying, but he's kind of wandering around here like one of those Roombas. He looks like a man who's lost his luggage at the airport.
That Roomba line is going to live forever, and it's aged like fine wine. Because here we are, a month later, and
I told you, Chad, he be shooting at niggas. He don't give a fuck. Nigga said, nigga walk around this bitch with his head chopped off. I don't know what the fuck he doing. The hell he talking about? The fuck they don't want to sign this bill for? But this nigga out of sync. He telling you what's going on. You just gotta listen. You just gotta listen. A man with no head is a dead man walking. The fuck is you thinking about, dude? Get this shit together. For the love of the people in the airport. For the love of the ICE agents. Get this shit together. Let them folk get paid, boy. All they did was sign up for a job to get paid. And you stopping that. Yeah, nowadays people ain't got love for their jobs no more. It's just money. So get these niggas the money. Deliberate the policies later. Boy, Mr. Schoomerman. Oh,
Schumer is
Chucky.
still wandering. The White House put an offer on the table weeks ago. Body cameras, limits on enforcement at schools and hospitals, oversight of detention facilities. Republicans called them significant concessions. Schumer's response? They've got to get serious. Democrats took nearly 3 weeks to send back a counteroffer, and sources say it didn't move the needle at all. Kennedy called it. He said even if Republicans caved on every single demand, Schumer still couldn't deliver the votes. That's exactly what's playing out. The leadership isn't leading. They're being led, dragged, really, by a faction that would rather shut down Homeland Security than let ICE do its job. And now both sides are warning this stalemate could drag through the Easter and Passover recess. Weeks more of airports in chaos, workers going unpaid, and the nation's security hanging by a thread.
I mean, he's making these demands, and if we accepted them, we're not. But if we did, he couldn't deliver the votes. Because nobody on my side of the aisle wants to defund ICE. And that's what this is all about. And some of my colleagues are trying to pretty it up. Lots of play acting. They might be late, a little late for getting their name in for the Academy Awards, but maybe next year. They're trying to muddy the water, make it look deep. Like we're having this discussion about efficiencies at the Department of Homeland Security. Nope, very simple. The Karen wing of the Democratic Party has told every single Democrat, if you don't vote to shut down DHS, if you do vote to fund ICE, we will punish you politically the rest of your natural lives. That's why we're about to have a shutdown. Now, this stuff isn't complicated.
It don't sound complicated. It sound very 1 + 1 = 2. Nigga, they don't like Trump. And what Trump think is necessity and ordained good for this country. So they say, we really hold the power, which they do. Which the congressional seats do hold the power. The House of Representatives and the Senate definitely hold the power. So, I mean, I get it. That's how y'all feel. But bitch, hula hoop ass niggas got slimed out for trying to go around me. That's what Trump telling them.
Here's what I think most Americans believe. Illegal immigration, Mr. President, is illegal. Duh. If none of us are above the law, I believe that. I bet you believe that. If no one is above the law, how come people in our country illegally are above the law? Immigration statutes are not some second-tier laws that you can violate without consequence. It's the law. If you don't like it, change it. I believe in enforcing our immigration laws. Now, how you enforce them matters. By God, you better believe it matters. Those laws have got to be enforced in conformity with equal protection and with due process.
This is where Kennedy shifted from political knife fight to constitutional principle. And he did it in a way that nobody could argue with. Illegal immigration is illegal. That's not a partisan statement. That's the English language. And he made the point that most Americans are thinking, but nobody in Washington seems willing to say, if no one is above the law, why are people who broke immigration law being treated like they are? And this matters even more now. This entire shutdown was triggered after CBP agents killed an American citizen in Minneapolis back in January. That tragedy is exactly what Kennedy was talking about. How you enforce matters. Due process matters. Equal protection matters. He's not calling for a free-for-all. He's calling for the law to be followed by everyone, including the people enforcing it. The irony is that both sides claim to agree with that principle, and yet here we are, a month into a shutdown, with nothing to show for it.
And in accordance with standards set forth by the United States Supreme Court, I think it was 1968 in a very famous case called Terry v. Ohio. Cop can't stop you unless that cop has reasonable suspicion. not probable cause, reasonable suspicion to believe that you have committed, are committing, or is about to commit a crime. It's not subjective. It's an objective standard. And our cops, including but not limited to our ICE officers, have to follow it. Now, you can protest. That's fine. That's your right to protest. You don't have the right to protest violently. You don't have the right to harass an ICE officer. You don't have a right to spit in his face. You don't have a right to threaten his children. You don't have a right to get his home address and go to his house and try to harass his family. You don't have the right to block the street so the ICE officer can't get through. You don't have to have the right to kick out a cop's tail light. You don't have the right to go burn Christmas trees. You have the right to protest, but not violently. Because you know what? Two reasons. Violence undermines the morality that you say your movement is built upon. Dr. King knew that. That's why he wanted nonviolent protest. Gandhi knew that. President Mandela knew that in South Africa.
Kennedy just invoked Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, and Nelson Mandela, three of the most successful protest leaders in human history, to make a point that should be obvious but apparently isn't anymore.
Chat, what I told y'all niggas. See what I'm saying, chat? See, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. So because they feel like they right in the way they thinking right, it's cool for you to go out there and spit in people's face. You spit in my face and see what happens. I got something that's gonna spit back on you, boy. And it's hot. It's hot as a bitch. That's fucking disgusting. And y'all know what they talking about. Them motherfucking lettuce, guacamole, burrito, taco motherfuckers out they bullshit. Every time they don't like something, they blocking up traffic, standing all in the street, jumping on cars, kicking in windshields, throwing rocks, getting in the police face, calling them bitches, pussies, and hoes. Every racist every racist name in the book, they getting called that shit. Whole time they just dare to do a damn job. But they won't dare take their ass down there and say that shit to these folks' faces who really doing this shit. I'm telling y'all, chat, you can't make this shit up. All that trying to march, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. You fuck around and
You can march,
you
you
fuck
can
around
chant,
and do that,
you can
try that
hold
shit with me. I'm
signs
gonna
and
ring
make your
ass over.
voice heard. That's your God-given, constitutionally protected right. But the moment you spit in a cop's face, threaten someone's children, show up at their house to intimidate their family, you've destroyed the moral authority of your own cause. The people who actually changed the world understood that. The Karen wing doesn't.
Violence undermines the morality that you say your movement is built on. Now, there's a second reason that you can't protest violently. It's against the law. And it's bone deep, down to the marrow, stupid. If you act like a butthead with a cop or an ICE officer, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Here's a little tip. It's free. Cops will leave you alone. unless you do illegal stuff. And that's what this debate is all about. I hope we get it worked out. I don't want to see flights stop. I don't want to see FEMA not be able to respond. I don't want to see the Coast Guard have to shut down. But the Karen wing of the Democratic Party is the cause of this. And they're going to have to accept the fact that the law is the law, or they're going to have to get the votes to change it. Because the American people see immigration like they see the front door of their home. Most Americans lock their front door at night. Why do they do that? They don't lock their front door at night because they hate everybody on the outside. They lock the front door at night because they love the people on the inside. And they want to know who's coming into and out of their home. And that's the way the American people see our borders. Legal immigration, great.
Not them goddamn Democrats, they don't. Yeah, if you're a Democrat, you don't believe this. You believe that in the Democrats' mind, you should open your door, leave all your money on the front counter, and leave your gun on the front counter, and go into a coma type sleep, and just whoop-de-doo. If somebody comes in, they come in. If they grab our belongings, they grab our belongings. If they get the gun and shoot us, whoop-de-doo. It was just one of them. That's just one person. And if multiple people do it, then now they're saying it's just a small community of. We can get those people off the street no time, right? Then it becomes an everyday thing, and now it's no problem. We have criminals. So what? Like it's like how they do Bryce. They move the goalpost every time. What they say happen, what they say can't happen happens. They move the goalpost. That was only one instance. You act like 2, 3, 4, 5 instances. Then the 2, 3, 4, 5 instances. You acting like this is a every week occasion. Now it's happening every week. They gonna always find a reason to not just stand together. I don't understand that for the sake of me. That's why division still exists in this country, whether that's racial division, sexual division, religion division, or ethical division. There's always going to be division in this country because the people who supposed to protect and uphold the fundamental thing of our country is always divided. They can never reach a common ground. So it's always easy to find a point to stand for in each topic. Yeah, it's always easy to find a leg in each fight. You want to see all some of this division die? Let our Senate and our House of Representatives, let the Democrats and Republicans start agreeing. People would soon start realizing that it's ultimately for the betterment of this country. That's why I wish they do away with the race thing. Because if they do away with the race thing, having to identify races and who is who, we would be so much better off. And it sounds far fetched, chat. It sounds far fetched, but it's not. Because if they do away with that, they have to do away with the three-fifths compromise. They have to rewrite the Constitution because every citizen is an American. They're not white America. They're not Mexican American. They're not African American. They're just American. When now you get better. Now everybody get a chance at those jobs. Why? Because they can't. The employer can't prejudge you before you get there. It's an American male wants a job. He's 25. What is he good at? What is he not good at? What is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, but because there's always a divide at the head of the head, the body will never be able to be in one and coincide. And that's why you still have those other divisions.
We admit more people, more of our world's neighbors to come to America and become part of us every year than any other country. And the whole world knows it. That's why everybody wants to come here. When's the last time you heard of somebody trying to sneak into China? I want to come here. It's called legal immigration. But you can't jump the line. You got to fill out the forms and be properly vetted. You can't just come in. Now, President Biden didn't follow the law. That's why we're in this mess today. We don't know how many people he let in. I'm not saying they were all bad people. I don't know them. That's the point. We don't know who they are. I don't even know the number. Anywhere from 8 million to 15 million. Some of them were bad people. But we don't have the slightest idea who they are. And we don't know where they are. And that's why we have the rule of law. And that's why we have ICE. And that's what's going on.
And that's the line that brings it all home. Americans don't lock their doors out of hate. They lock their doors out of love. That's how most people see the border, not as a wall built on bigotry, but as a door that should be controlled, monitored, and respected. Legal immigration? Kennedy's all for it. America welcomes more people every year than any country on earth. But you have to come through the door, not around it. Senator Kennedy walked into that chamber and warned America exactly what was about to happen. And everything he said has come to pass. The shutdown is real. The chaos is real. TSA agents are quitting. Airports are buckling. Federal workers are going unpaid. And the politicians who caused this mess are still on cable news blaming each other while the American people pay the price. Kennedy said the Karen wing chose the shutdown. They chose chaos over governance, performance over people, and
Shout out Roadmaster. He said Democrats fighting to give illegals voting rights. They already getting free health care and food stamps. Yeah, and that's why little Takesha can't get hers. That's why Takesha's still waiting in line to get hers. Yeah. Why is Republican Party always referring to the GOP? Oh, the Grand Old Party? Oh, because the motherfuckers, because they stick with Abe Lincoln. Yeah, they keep their core thoughts with the thoughts of Abraham Lincoln. Their beliefs align with old Abe. That's where the grand come in. Because Abe was a good president in their eyes. He wasn't with the bullshit. Everybody be free type shit. Yeah. And they're the oldest. They date back to the 1800s. That's it. That's all. That's it. At least that's what I get from what my pops used to try to tell me about. But chat, let me show y'all what he said on Stephen A. Smith's shit.
Style or substance? Or here's another choice. Don't stop until you have everything. In the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate, we are professional grade.
Senator Cruz and I came up with a plan. We said, look, it's a two-step process. The Democrats have offered to open up everything but ICE. Ted and I said, okay, let's accept their offer. And then at the same time, we would offer a bill for reconciliation where we don't need any Democratic votes to do whatever we wanted to do with ICE. And that way we're out of the shutdown and DHS is back open. We submitted that, Senator Thune submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no deals with the Democrats.
That man you just heard right there is my next guest. He has served as a Republican senator from the great state of Louisiana since 2017. He's
Chat, I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, with his bad hairline having ass. I can't stand this nigga here. Yeah, that nigga they, I hate him. Ever since he said what he said about Bryce, I can't stand him. Everything he say, I just think he don't know what he talking about.
He sits on several important committees, including the Appropriations Committee, Banking Committee, Budget Committee, and the Judiciary Committee, and has written a best-selling book called How to Test Negative for Stupid and Why Washington Never Will. Please welcome, for the first time, the straight shooter, the one and only Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana. Good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you for being on the show. How you doing?
Stephen, I'm well. I'm walking on sunshine, man. I'm out of Washington and back here in America. It's an honor to be on your show.
Thank you so much. I'll get into that line later. You're away from Washington, so you're in a good place, and it's not Washington. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let me get to this first question for you. So you were right there speaking. You publicly suggested that Trump killed your deal to pay TSA workers, a few days ago. You had told Fox News that, quote, we could have had TSA pay by the end of the week, but the president said no deal. So when the Republicans say this is a Democratic shutdown, explain to us how is that possible when you acknowledge that you and Senator Ted Cruz had a deal that you presented to the president and he was the one that turned it down?
Well, it's in my judgment, it's a Democratic shutdown because we approved, by we, I mean the Democrats and the Republicans in the Senate, approved the DHS budget, Homeland Security budget that we're fighting on. And after the Democrats, my Democratic colleagues approved it, Senator Schumer told them to unapprove it. And that's how we ended up in a shutdown. What I said in the clip you played is all absolutely true, with a slight modification. Yes, the president disagreed with what Ted and I proposed. He didn't kill it. The very next day, he supported it. And frankly, then he changed his mind again based on his remarks the other day, because we were going to do just what I was talking about. But I got a communication from Senator Thune today saying the president now supports it. What we proposed will work. I understand that the House is going to change its vote, or at least be asked to, and approve it. And here's what we'll do. Everything will be open except for ICE and Border Patrol. And then we'll do what's called a reconciliation bill, through which we don't need Democratic support. We'd love to have it, but if we don't get it, we can still pass the bill and fund ICE and Border Patrol without them.
Y'all heard what he said. Even if these bonehead bitches, after getting what they want, he said everything shut, everything gonna open up except ICE and Border Patrol. That's what they want, right? If these bonehead motherfuckers still don't vote and just get this shit over with, that let you know where they stand with y'all. Okay, that let you know where they stand with your cousin who work in the airport. Yeah, everyday citizen. That let you know. The fuck you mean? But they smart. They said we gonna go around. This time we going around. So I fuck with it.
And within, I hope, the next 2 to 3 weeks, the entire department will be open.
Educate us, Senator, about isn't ICE already funded through the year 2029?
It is.
I mean, isn't that the
it
case?
has extra money. We anticipated that this might happen, Stephen. So when we passed the one big beautiful bill, we put in extra money for ICE. It won't take us all the way through 2029. And that's what we've been fighting over. And frankly, my colleagues, I'm back in Louisiana, asked me, what's going on right now in the Senate, and I tell them the truth. It looks like, imagine that the Hindenburg crashed into the Titanic. It's just a god awful mess, and I'm tired of listening to all the rhetoric. It's starting to lower my IQ, but that's why Cruz and I don't mean to blame it on Ted, but I want to share credit because it was Ted's idea too. We came up with this procedure, and it's been on again, off again, on again, off again, but now it's back on again. And by God, it'll work, and we'll get past this and we can move on to something else.
But you've openly acknowledged that Trump has been a model of inconsistency when it comes to this issue because he didn't like it, but then he said he was all right with it, and then he comes back, he's not all right with it, or whatever. I'm wondering at what point, does no deals with the Democrats become no leadership from the White House? At what point does that happen, in your estimation?
Well, the president changes his mind. All presidents do. And what happened on this procedure, the president changed his mind. He didn't kill it. When I gave that clip you played, when I gave that interview, it was true. We took it to him, and he said no, he didn't kill it because he proved it the next day. But he changed his mind again. But now he is. I'm told, I haven't spoken to him, that he's going to endorse our approach. Look, I don't want to do any of this without Democrats, Stephen. I don't hate anybody. When I say my prayers at night, I ask God, don't let me hate. It's not worth it. I know every one of my Democratic colleagues. I like them all. Some I like better than others, but it's also true of my Republican colleagues as well. I would love to be able to do this with Democratic support. But here's what's happening, and everybody knows it. The Democratic Party has factions, just like the Republican Party. And the what I call the loon wing, the Karen wing, the radical wing of the Democratic Party is in control. Now, are all Democrats members of the loon wing? No, they're not. But the loon wing's in control. And the loon wing, which is in control, I'm talking about Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, Mayor Mamdani, for example, Bernie Sanders, they want to defund ICE, just like they wanted to defund the police. Now, we know how that vampire movie turned out, but that means that no Democrat, because they're scared of the loon wing of their party, is going to vote in any form or fashion, including Senator Schumer, to fund ICE in any way. There's nothing we can offer them. That is their choice. I wish it wasn't their choice, but it is. And that's why we have to do it with only Republican votes.
Do you believe that the Democratic Party is at the mercy of the quote unquote loon wing of the party? But I'm asking you, do you believe it's because of that they're fearful of them, or do you believe that MAGA plays a role because we live in a binary system and it's one side or the other, so they have very little choice because what's going on your side of the aisle, meaning the right of the right wing? What about that?
Well, there's a lot of truth in what you're saying. With every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And the Republican Party has factions as well. But if you look at the Democratic Party right now, and what a majority of those in control, not all Democrats, but a majority of those in control stand for. Kids being able to change genders at recess, defund the police. Right now, it's defund ICE. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Dr. Zeus, Mr. Potato Head, they're all racist. That's what the Democrats in control right now stand for. This is not the party of Bill Clinton. It's not. Now, this is America. You can believe what you want to believe, but I think that is a demonstrable fact. And anybody that gets out of line on the Democratic side is going to be punished politically. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez is the head of the party.
Ocasio. Yes.
She is the head of the party, and the vice chairman of the party is Mayor Mondani. And Senator Schumer, yeah, he's the.
You really believe that?
I do believe that.
You really believe? I was getting ready to ask you about Chuck Schumer. What about Chuck Schumer? What about Hakeem Jeffries? I mean, you're talking about the leaders in the Senate, the minority leaders in the Senate and the House. They're not the leaders of the Democratic Party.
When is the last time you saw the minority leader Hakeem Jeffries, great guy, or Senator Schumer, who's a good friend of mine? When is the last time you saw them buck Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez or Bernie Sanders? You haven't, not in the last 5 years, not on a single solitary issue. Chuck Schumer back in the spring, when we had a shutdown, helped us open up government. He almost got killed.
Yes.
By the moon wing, the Karen wing of his party. He went through hell. He'll never do that again because he's up for re-election in 2028. I don't say this to be mean-spirited, Stephen. That's just the honest to God's truth. And everybody knows it on Capitol Hill. And frankly, I think most Americans know that.
You can't blame them, though, can you? Because if you want to remain in office and you're hearing the footsteps of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, creeping up on you. I mean, look at what Trump did. Like you said, you and Cruz, you presented a bill. You presented an option. To end this shutdown. It was a damn good option. Trump turned it down. What does he do? He turns around and after originally not wanting it, he's endorsing the same basic architectural structure, and that was under political pressure. So he did it under political pressure, one could argue. What's wrong with understanding that Chuck Schumer has to deal with the same plight?
Look, I understand where Chuck is, and we're all politicians. I don't care what anybody says. We're politicians. And the first thing a politician, generally speaking, wants is to be reelected. I get that. I get all that. But there are times when you have to take what I call gut check votes, where, for example, I've taken gut check votes. I supported over the president's objection and many of my own people's objection. I supported Ukraine and its fight against Russia and giving money to Ukraine. I got the living hell beat out of me by a lot of people in my party for that. But it was a gut check vote, and I did it because I think Putin is a pirate and has blood under his fingernails. And I want to see the Ukrainians give him a curb stomping and kick his ass. But that was an unpopular position to take. I don't want to get too technical, but a few years ago, we had a big fight over the net neutrality bill. I was the only Republican to vote for it. To me, it was a gut check vote. I could go on, and I'm not trying to be a hero, but I'm not taking my Senate salary right now. Most of my colleagues are. I'm not putting them down, but I tried to pass a bill which pissed off a lot of my Senate colleagues, saying none of us ought to get paid during the shutdown, and I couldn't pass.
Any man that's willing to give up his money and his paycheck and willing to sacrifice how he would live day to day to fight for a cause, I'm rocking with him. Yeah. Bet if he was to get that bill passed, we'd never have a shutdown. They'd never think about shutting this bitch down. Boy, this bitch would be like Waffle House. 24/7. You can call in, boy. He passed this bill. It's only going to be 3 things guaranteed. Waffle House open. The government ain't never shutting down. And death. Them niggas would never do that shit. Never. To give up your paycheck, your motherfucking paycheck, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta fuck with a nigga like that. Would you give up your paycheck and still go work your job? I know the fuck I wouldn't. I love being an electrician and all. But yeah, you that pape stop rolling in, cap stop coming in. Understand me? Yeah. Ain't no pipe being ran, no electricity being pulled, ain't no boxes being put in, ain't shit being terminated until I know that check is on the way. You understand me? Yeah. So I respect him for that. I do respect him for that. Cause that's something that I wouldn't do. Yeah. Bitch, you gonna pay me. Yeah, my time is valuable.
I agree.
I couldn't pass it. I'm not trying to be a hero. I just believe in shared sacrifice, and so I'm not taking my salary. There's only
Shout out Roadmaster. Did she retire comfortably, or was it like a struggle retire? Like not saying she's struggling, but you know, she gotta play smart with her money because if she don't, it could run out and she may run out of the way and the lifestyle she like to live and acquired for herself. So that's not being nosy. I just want to know, did she do it comfortably or was it like kind of like a I don't want to do it, but it's like no other choice. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in you guys' business.
one other senator that I know of who's not, and that's Cruz. Maybe others aren't too, but
Right.
So I understand where Chuck's coming from, but at some point, if you don't believe all the things one after the other that you've got to say to be reelected, what's the point of serving?
We're talking to Senator John Kennedy out of Louisiana right here on Straight Shooter with yours truly, Stephen A. The president will address the American people on the Iran war soon, tonight, 9 p.m., Senator Kennedy, with his approval rating at an all-time low of about 33 to 35%. Any thoughts on what he'll say, on what he should say, sir?
I don't know what he'll say. I know what I want him to say. I want him to say we went into Iran because we knew we had to destroy all of Iran's air force, its navy, its missiles, its drones, its missile production facilities, its drone production facilities, and the baby steps that it had started to take to gain a nuclear warhead. That was why we went in. We have done that. We either have done it or we'll be finished doing it in the next few weeks. And I hope the president will say that and say, I've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish and we're coming home. Now, his critics will immediately say, yeah, but you left the Strait of Hormuz closed. We didn't close the Strait of Hormuz. Iran did. We can't control, Americans can't control what Iran does. If it wants to leave the strait shut down and cause the world to have a recession, it can try, but I don't think the rest of the world will put up with it.
Shout out Roadmaster. Tell him loan me $100.
Criticism will be made if the president does what I just said. Well, Iran still has fissile material, enriched uranium. Yeah, it's buried about 1,000 feet deep under a bunch of rocks, and we'll be able to know if they're trying to dig it out, and we can send in another bomb. And others will say, well, Mr. President, you didn't have regime change. We wanted regime change. It didn't happen. So should we send in 50,000, 100,000, 150,000 troops to try to take over Iran? I've seen that vampire movie before. It doesn't work. It's time to come home, in my opinion.
So you're clearly against boots on the ground. You don't want American soldiers in Iran.
I think we'll be walking into a quagmire. And once we get in, it will never get out. That's what I'm worried about. I don't have the intelligence
Yes.
the president has, but when I lie down to sleep at night these days and I can't, that's one of the things I'm worried about.
Senator John Kennedy right here on Straight Shooter. You said recently that the president was ending a war,
Yeah.
not starting one by joining the conflict alongside Israel. Explain to my listeners what you meant by that, sir.
Here's what our intelligence showed. Our intelligence showed that after the June bombing, where we bombed Iran's nuclear facilities, Iran immediately started doing two things. It started taking some baby steps to enrich more uranium and try to get a nuclear warhead. But more importantly, it revved up its missile facility, manufacturing
Shout out
facilities.
SC Panther
And it
Boy
was
803. What
producing
up,
between
nigga?
200
We
and
getting into this
600
politics shit this morning.
missiles
Just a little
a
bit.
month. And their goal in Iran was to stockpile enough missiles that they could restart in a big way their nuclear enrichment, or their uranium enrichment program. And then when the United States and Israel said, well, we're going to go back in, Iran was going to say, fine, come on back in. In the meantime, we've got the technology and the number of missiles. We'll destroy the Middle East. And by the way, our missiles can reach Turkey, they can reach Berlin, they can reach London. So if you want to come in and hit us again, this time we're ready to hit back. We went into Iran primarily to destroy those missiles and their ability to make more.
That's what I like to hear. Pop your shit, John. Yeah. Bitch, you shoot, you blow at us. Watch this bitch go down. This bitch should go down. Boy, this bitch should go down. That's what he just told you. He said, them niggas blow, nigga, let us thank you shot some at us. Boy, we'll send missiles all up through your shit, nigga. Nigga, Berlin, Turkey. Nigga, turn their ass into turkey sandwiches, boy. Yeah, Berlin burgers, boy. London leapfrogs, boy. The way shit get the jumping out that motherfucking cannon, boy. Don't play with this shit, boy. That's why I fought with politicians who flex that American power. Yeah, show us Americans what we pay tax dollars for. Yeah, get sideways if you stupid bitch. I dare you. You heard what he said, nigga. We'll blow that bitch up. Blow it to smithereens. Bitch, and we shooting like Curry, nigga. We pulling up half court, no looking shit, boy. Nigga. You heard what that nigga said, boy. Straight like that, nigga. Pull up. Yucatan. Nigga said he'll wipe the whole Middle East out, boy. Nigga talking about we're starting the war, but we in shit around here, boy.
And to destroy their Navy and destroy their Air Force. And to try to hurt the Revolutionary Guard, which is a big part of their army, which is in control. We have done that. And if we haven't done that completely, we're 90% done and can finish it in the next couple of months. Regime change was never a part of this.
But are you sure about that, or are you just going off of what the president and the administration is telling you in terms of how much of their armed forces you've destroyed?
I believe it. I believe the president, and I believe Rubio, and I believe John Radcliffe, the CIA, and I believe Pete Hegseth. Okay. And they tell me that we have basically turned Iran into fish food, not the people, but their military infrastructure.
Burn them niggas into kibbles and bits. Pussy. That's why I keep telling motherfuckers, I'm not worried about no other country. Nigga, we got some of the baddest motherfuckers that God ever birthed. Nigga, Navy SEALs, Green Berets, Delta Force. Nigga, that's the elite of the elite, boy. Army Airborne Rangers. Boy, we got fighter pilots, nigga. Niggas, hey, boy, they be doing circles, backwards flips, frontwards flips. Nigga, they be shooting shit. Nigga, it's like battlefield out there with our play. Nigga, they be, nigga, you join our military, you get equipped with auto aim. We got shit that got auto aim, nigga. I ain't stunned no fucking country. Definitely not no little bit ass Iran. Man, we send the whole Navy squad over there with man, we'll come back, man. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Nigga. Man, all right. That's what I'm saying, man. You heard what he said. We turn their ass to fish food, nigga. Kibbles and fucking bitch, nigga. You drop their ass in the water, they flake you down. Nigga, it just looks solid. It ain't solid, boy.
Understood. The president, on to what happened today. The president attended oral arguments at the Supreme Court today regarding his executive order to restrict birthright citizenship. The first time a sitting president has appeared at a high court hearing. Why does his second term agenda rely so heavily on the Supreme Court with pretty much all of these damn executive orders? Do you think that's justified, sir?
Well, the president pushes the envelope on a lot of things. And predictably, he gets sued.
Hey, yeah, if I would have went to the military, nigga, if you ain't had on an American uniform, boy, your ass was up for grabs, nigga. And nigga, if they would have let me become an airborne ranger like I wanted to, nigga, I was dealing straight death. Yeah, I am the Grim Reaper, nigga. I'm lone surviving shit, nigga. Don't send those Dwights in the squad when you could send the Cappa. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with a nigga. Yeah, yeah. All that blip, 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 blip. Too much of that, boy, I'ma fire your ass up. Boy, I ain't even finna play. Yeah. All that rules of engagement, nigga, I will be going to jail. Yeah, I don't got time for all that rules of engagement shit and niggas over little 14-year-old kids walking up with AK-47. I'm gonna bust that nigga right in his fucking melon.
And the cases end up in the United States Supreme Court. And that's the way it's supposed to work. Our judiciary is supposed to tell us what's constitutional and what isn't. And unlike some of my colleagues, I don't think this particular Supreme Court is especially political. I've seen them agree with the president. I've seen them disagree with the president. They just struck down his entire tariff policy. Really angered the president. The president went over there to hear the oral argument today. I don't know whether, look, he's the president. He can do what he wants. Sometimes that kind of subtle pressure backfires. This Supreme Court's very independent, every single one of
them. Style or substance? Or here's another choice. Don't stop until you have everything in the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate. We are professional grade.
Yes. Senator John Kennedy, I'm going to tell you this. I got a quick statement to make, and then I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
What I like about you as I listen and I watch you, because I watch you a lot, because I see you a lot of times. What I like is I'm a typical American citizen from the perspective. We don't like BS. And we assume that BS is coming from the politicians. When it comes to you, I don't think anybody looks at you and sees what you said and think that you don't mean what the hell you say. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about you. Two of my favorite people to listen to on Capitol Hill is you and Senator Hawley, to be quite honest. I can't wait to have him on the show as well, along with a few Democrats as well. I preface my question to you by saying that because, in all honesty, we look at both parties, and it's just an absolute mess, which you articulated at the start of this interview, how it's a cesspool on Capitol Hill. It's just bad right now. You said before that sometimes the majority means all the fools are on the same side. I'm quoting you here. I wrote down this quote that you said once. The majority means all the fools are on the same side. Right now, is your party governing effectively or making the same mistakes you've warned about?
I think we're governing effectively. But I don't think that the president is emphasizing the things that he ought to be emphasizing. You need to talk. We need to be talking about the things that moms and dads lie down when they lie down to sleep at night and can't, that they're worried about. They're worried about a lot of stuff. But right at the top of the list, Stephen, is the cost of living. They consider
affordability,
the cost of living, inflation, whatever you want to call it, affordability. And I've told the president this. I think he needs to talk about it more. I think he's got a good story to tell, but for whatever reason, he doesn't like to talk about it. He's comfortable talking about immigration and the SAVE Act, which is important. But when moms and dads lie down to sleep at night in America today, they're not. Maybe they should be, but they're not lying there worried about Iran, or they're not lying there worried about birthright citizenship. I'm not saying those things aren't important. Please don't misunderstand me. But the American people, they're not stupid. They may not read Aristotle every day because they're too busy earning a living, but they get it, and they get to make the final decision about what they want their government to emphasize. And I'm telling you, it's the economy, stupid. Carville was right when he told Clinton that.
My last question to you, because we've got to go, and I thank you so much for your time. Concern, where does it lie on the meter for you and the GOP right now? Whether it's because of what some folks on the right would label Trump derangement syndrome, or something else. How concerned are you because of the vitriol aimed in the president's direction, in my opinion, sometimes justified, sometimes not? How concerned are you for the GOP as the midterms approach?
Well,
in terms of the Republicans losing power in the House of the Senate?
I don't know what's going to happen in the midterms. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't predict.
Yeah, chat. I'm back, chat. My fault. I had to go get something. But yeah. Yeah, man. Motherfucker. So to sum this shit up, we around here dealing with a bunch of incompetent GLs. Yeah, a bunch of GLs. I would say it, but I get banned. Yeah, so until they lock in, we're gonna get till we figure out that we gotta vote for real. We're gonna keep going through that. We killed them. All right, we got off that. Let's go to the next subject. We talked about Pooh Shiesty. We talked about the damn government shutdown. Look, we gonna get off politics because I see now they're gonna piss me off. So we're gonna just get off politics real quick. Hold on. It's some Panthers content I wanna talk about. There's some Panthers shit I wanna talk about. I already watched that. I forgot who was talking. I'm gonna find it. I will find it, chat. I will find it. I will find it. Is it this? I think I watched that already though. It was something I didn't watch. Chat, I gotta find it. When I find that shit, chat, we gonna watch it, chat. Right now, I can't find it. Right now, I can't find it. Yeah, chat. We've been in this whole almost 2 hours, man. Like this bitch. Get the likes up on this bitch, man. You feel me? Like, let's talk now. Now that the dudes and drama shit out the way, we done covered all that shit. Let's talk, man. Let's kick it, man. I'm about to roll up a green 80, man. Let's kick it. Let's talk shit real quick, chat. Let me ask me some shit, chat. What you want to know, chat? Yeah, what's up? Talk to me, bruh. Or y'all want to watch body cam? Y'all want to watch niggas go to jail? Yeah, I like that shit. Hold on, chat. My fault, chat. No, I supposed to go in 6 months. I finish out my time. I'm like 5 months and like 2 weeks. My company gonna pay for me to take the test. But like you might as well say that like I don't I don't have it, but technically I am. Like cause at my job I read schematics. Um pretty much read the schematics and then go off that like yeah, I can run a job for sure by myself for sure. Would I want to? For my company I would, but for another company, nah. It's just too much of liability and responsibility. Like you're liable for yourself. Like, nah, I wouldn't do that to myself. I see how the old people at like the older guys at my job be stressing out. I could never. They be really stressing out. So I just let them handle the headache, and I do the physical work. Like you talk to the safety guy, you talk to the GC, you talk to the other trades. Let me just run the show. Let me just do what I need to do and go home. Chad, I've been doing that shit for about almost 4 years, 3, 4 years. But cabling, like electricity, like and cabling, I've been doing that shit for about 4, 5. That's like electricity is very easy. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. Super simple. Chat, I'm rolling up a green 80. Don't mind me. I'm talking and seeing y'all questions. I'm just rolling up a green 80. We finna put on this goddamn the one shit. Watch these niggas run.
The radio, they're tracking the car to South Gordon and stand by. Check the area, South Gordon.
Yeah, most times if you really want to be an electrician, it's very simple. Like a lot of people don't understand that shit. You could literally walk around with the code book, and long if you putting shit to code, you gonna pass. That's all you have to worry about. In Georgia, where I stay, you don't need a license. It's not frowned upon that you don't have a license. But you know, like states like South Carolina, you need a license. So states like South Carolina, they recognize the apprenticeship role. That's why you need the license. But Georgia do not recognize it, so you don't need the license. If you work on electricity, you good for anything. You just have to stay amongst the code. So that's why, like, I had a project manager, just not to put our conversations out, but he told me, he was like, Khalil, you don't do side jobs, you can do them. You just got to make sure you know the codes. Like, you can get that shit in the code book. So just read the code book. Go get a code book and keep it on you at all times.
And West Mead. The area in the copy location? It's right there. I'm gonna go look. Yeah. Go ahead. You're up, look around Vogel and Evans Street. Oh, Evans.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you could be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions. This is Eve. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
I got the car, Peoples and RDA.
You had information of GSP ready.
Go, 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 go.
He cut off on Peoples.
Give me the air. Peoples northbound towards Oak Street. GSP is behind him.
GSP ready.
813 Atlanta, 813 Atlanta, 1080. I got the vehicle. Left on Lucille and Peoples. When I tried to stop him at a stoplight at low speeds, he still got the child in the back seat.
Chat, over or under these niggas pit him. This George GSP. They don't play that running shit. I guarantee you they pit this nigga in the meanest way. And they hop out the car and tell him, get the fuck on the ground. Are you fucking dumb? That's their favorite line.
Clear traffic on the vehicle.
Stop sign, clear left, clear right.
Okay, 20.
We're still on Lucille. Stand by, I'll get you across in a second. Shit.
Chat, what I told you. He already told you it was a kid in the car. You think they give a fuck? GSP is in Georgia, it's not smart to run. Unless you got some shit that you know you can maneuver and get up out of the end, boy, pull your ass over. You're gonna embarrass yourself, you're gonna cost yourself, and ultimately, depending on how you hop out of that car, you will go for that Superman suplex. You understand me? They will. All 8 of their ass will gather around you, pick every limb apart, and dump you in the fucking ground. Like in Georgia, chat, I don't recommend running. I don't ever recommend running anywhere. But when you come through states like Arkansas, you don't run from Arkansas. No, you don't ride through Arkansas if you got that dope on. If you got just a smidge of weed, don't ride through Arkansas. Okay? Arkansas, they got a hard on for looking for drugs. Georgia, they love to pit people. Them is like in Florida State Patrol, I don't know. They get left so much, it's ridiculous. They just need that.
Shit.
Just be pit. Just be pit. Show me your fucking hands. Show me your fucking hands. Get the fuck out the car. Get the fuck open the fucking door.
Chat, you thought I was lying, huh? That's Georgia State Patrol first line with anything. They love to use the F word. Fucking. It just emphasizes everything they trying to tell you. I guarantee, chat, you could have a drinking game and get fucked up watching GSP videos. And every time they use the word fuck or fucking, you just take a shot. I guarantee you won't be able to stand. You be fucked up.
Open the fucking door.
So you're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill me. Why would y'all do that, man?
Chat. This man over here, y'all trying to kill me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all trying to kill me. Boy, they finna suplex your ass, boy. I guarantee you they don't just take him out. They snatch him out the car and he end up on the ground. I'm willing to bet money.
Get up. Please don't go. Don't beat me up, man. Listen, don't get on that. Y'all trying to kill me. Don't fight me, man.
Get on the ground.
Don't fight me. Stop, don't fight me. He don't stop on the fight me. He don't stop on the fight me. Please. He don't please stop. He don't please.
Put your hands down.
Please, can I please stop? No. Please.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
He hit us, sir. He hit us. I didn't know how to actually ran into us. He hit us. He hit us. That's messed up. He hit us. He's trying to kill us. He hit us. That's messed up. Oh, please understand me.
I know this nigga ain't say he hit us. Nigga, he hit you after you fucking was running at 100. Boy.
Everyone, thanks for your help. Yes, appreciate you coming over also. So, over here.
He hit us. That's messed up.
2124 radio. Supervisor out on the 21.
She right there. She right. She. Come here. I can show you where she at. I can show you. Yes.
Okay, you did good.
No.
You did a good job. You did a good.
Sad shit about that dumb shit they did, chat, was that a 9-year-old boy was involved. Like that kid could have lost his life. What's up with the world we live in? Fuck you doing taking the police on the run with a 9-year-old little boy in the car? Shit sad, man. I just hate people like this.
Good job, man.
No.
Good job. Good job.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yes.
You okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna take you to your mom. You all right? You okay? You okay?
My mom called you.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She did.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to go now.
Yeah.
When skies have gone down and I see.
What's this location? What's this location?
I'm still alive. 512.
Atlanta, we're at 512 Lucille, 512 Lucille, 3252 to check on this child. You're okay, buddy. You're okay.
See, that couldn't have been my child, because the police wouldn't have went and got my child. Yeah, I wouldn't have called no police. I saw the car that got my child. I'm on top of that car. I'm doing everything to get my child back, and I'm willing to go to jail for chasing the man down and killing him in cold blood for taking my child. See, Chad, that there is heartbreaking, but it's damn near making me tear up, because you can hear that boy really want his damn mom. That boy is in fucking fright. He is petrified. Man, as a father, dude, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. God, it scared the shit out of me when they hit that tree. Hey, what's for Atlanta? So we had a lot of volume out here. Were you clear on that location?
512 Lucille, absolutely. I know that, but 512 Lucille, we look at you. We got to get back on the
All right. Langhorne and Oak is a good cross street. We're right here at Langhorne and Oak. Also, I'm going to need a NCO to come work a pit, please.
Hey, boy. It's clear. You got around to have to work that busy. 132. Nah, did I go down to load it? I-20 westbound will be 192. It's going to be Georgia, San Frank Young, 6814, SFY, 6814. It's on a silver Honda.
Shout out Candy Girl in the chat. Okay. Shout out Black Op in the chat. What up, everybody? We in this motherfucker. Y'all done missed all the good shit. We didn't cover Pooh Shiesty. We didn't cover the government shutdown. Now we just bullshit. Now chat, we just smoking and bullshitting on this Easter. You feel me? So y'all tell me what y'all got planned or something. You know, we just watching ignorant fools be ignorant fools this morning. Yeah. Shout out Candy Girl. What up with you? Yeah, y'all and last night y'all ain't tell me I sounded half asleep, like I was off that damn dentist medicine that they had them folks saying whatever. Y'all ain't tell me that. Yeah. Y'all supposed to tell me, hey Cappa, it's time to get off this bitch. Your voice don't sound right. Boy, you sound like you're sleeping on me. But that's cool. I fuck with y'all if y'all fuck with me. Let's get back to it.
What are you doing? Nah, tonight, Grovetown will be 1080, westbound, 192.
Over or under? How fast y'all think these niggas gonna get pitted? I say within 5 minutes of the chase, old Officer Gandy takes control and pit this nigga. He's in a Charger, Scat Pack, a V8 motor. That's a V6 Honda. I want to see how long it take this man to pit him. I say 5 minutes.
Gray Honda. Just double checking San Frank Young, 6814, SFY, 6814, Georgia. Do we have any troopers with stop sticks or any other troopers ahead of me? Do we have any MCCs that's up at the way station? We're coming up on the Grovetown exit right now. If we can try either a rolling roadblock or try to get some stop sticks out.
Shout out Roadmaster say I take the under. He gonna end it quick. I don't know. You got light to low moderate traffic out here. He can't just pit him. He got to have clear lanes. He can't hurt nobody else doing it. We gonna see.
Just pass Grovetown, pass it on the shoulder. We should be coming up to the way station here in just a second. Again, it's a silver Honda Accord. It looks like a single occupant, male driver. We're about to come to the entrance ramp to the way station right now. That'll be in the 188, 188.5. Left lane. Again, it only looks like one occupant. Past the way station. Drove down. Look on the map. How far away is the closest you're in? Somebody run that fast. I'm find out where the vehicle come back. Where the vehicle come back to. Yeah, it's gonna be single black male occupant. He knows I'm when I got him next to him, he slammed on brakes. Last minute, I'm gonna go and try to set up for a bit. He's passing on the right shoulder. I'm gonna have to wait for him to get off the right shoulder. Too much traffic to set up for a bit. Yeah, he's been staying on the right shoulder, passing guards. I gotta open it. I'm gonna try to set up for a bit. He knows I'm trying to fit him. He keeps slamming on the brakes. Coming up to 183. And he tried to take 183, missed it. We're still westbound 183. Coming up on the west area. Passing 182. Yeah, he knows I'm trying to fit him. Every time I set up, he slams on the brakes. Yeah, single black male. He's got a gray hoodie on.
Tad, we both wrong. Roadmaster, they over 5 minutes. We both wrong.
That's 181.5. Passed on the shoulder again. Coming up to the 180.5, 180.5. Stop six. That's 179.5. 179.5. That's 179. Yeah, no, yeah, he knows exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm feeling a bit of it. Keep slamming on brakes. Feels like we're close to him. All right, just came into Montgomery County. The 177.5, 177.5. That's 177. He's got his hands going down. Still passing on the shoulder. All right, I'm going to back off a little bit, coming up to the 175 exit. Be careful, he's probably going to try to take this exit. Yeah. Hey, you call it forward. Hey, secondary.
He's reaching! He's reaching! He's reaching! Don't reach! Don't reach! Don't reach! Don't reach! Don't reach! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Stop fucking reaching! Stop fucking reaching! Stop reaching! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me.
Chat. I don't know about y'all, but I just think when the police be screaming at stop reaching, first thing that go to my mind is the intrusive thought. Mind you, they screaming, he reaching. He just a scary bitch. Let that been one of they officers with they gun out. You see the way they held on them tasers? Man, they would have unleashed a whole clip on that nigga. That nigga said, he's reaching. He's fucking reaching. Dude, this county sheriff right here, he pussy. These niggas right here, the two niggas in the blue. Look, chat, let's go back and watch how long they sat. As they screaming, they holding the taser, but look. Watch it, watch it, watch it. You hear it, chat? Cat, they tasing that nigga so much he think he getting swung on. That nigga put his hands up like a nigga swung on his ass. Yeah. Damn. That's what he just sounded like. That's exactly how he just sounded. Stop! You heard in the eye when they let back on that taser because that bitch got loud. It was, God damn, they tased the fuck out that nigga, boy. Shit, boy. What the fuck? Why was this? Because they took his ass on that damn chase. If they wouldn't have took that nigga on that long ass chase, it just would have been get the fuck out the car. If I'm not mistaken, the first officer let a round off just out of anger, motherfucker. You know that hate. You know they go to the range and lay down hate. Them niggas, all you hear them saying is, stop fucking reaching. That nigga looking for his soul, goddammit. He's searching for his soul in that driver's seat right now. All them tasers on him, all them different hands going upside his head. Look, they smacked him upside his head and jacked him up. Then put that tase on him. Boy, GSP ain't shit. I'm telling y'all think I be bushing. GSP look for real. Y'all know GSP don't come with body cam. They don't. GSP ain't wearing no body cam. Yeah, you liable to get kneed in your shit fucking with GSP. Man, chat, this no lie. I was in county one day. Nigga came and they looking like the Martin. Nigga said GSP fucked him up. Couldn't be me.
Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! What you got to say? Open that passenger door! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me your hand!
Chat, that nigga just got tased for at least 2 minutes straight. Boy, I know he fried right now. He wired up. Nigga, they saddle, nigga, you heard that you heard them just kept every time they re-zapped him, he got louder. Fuck, boy.
Get up, man. Get up before the drop. Get up. Come on.
Man, stop rushing that man. Y'all just electrocuted the dog shit out of that man. You talking about get up. Let that nigga breathe. Let that nigga regain consciousness. They tased that nigga into an erection. That nigga lip was tooted up, eyes in the back of his head. He damn near shit up just then, chat. Look, chat, I'm not bullshitting. He shit up. They tased him so bad. Hold on, let me go back. Look. Did you see it? Look, chat. Look. No bullshit. No bullshit. They tased the dog shit. Look. Chat. At this moment, he just shit himself. He just let a massive, wet dookie shit out his butt. Chat. Look. Oh, they that. Ooh. Shit. Boy. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, bro. Certain police officers, if the police officer company don't allow badges, don't allow body cams, you tread lightly with them niggas. Yeah, they'll do shit like this. They'll tase you until you shit on yourself. Have you in the kataba? Ooh. I know that's what he was saying in that motherfucker. He was, ooh. I can't feel my face, boy. That nigga shit is look. Chat. He lit on fire right in bro. Chat. I've been electrocuted. And when you get electrocuted, it's like a mad burst of energy. It just ramp you up. For them niggas to sit on it that long, he had a little pee came out, a little shit had to then come out. Ain't no way you didn't look at his face, nigga. It looked, chat. This shit scream, help me. Chat, you can tell it's a different level of pain coming at this shit now. It then went from a little zap to this nigga think he finna die. He losing consciousness, nigga. They tasing him so much, chat. Nigga, I don't know if it's cold outside, but it's smoke coming from that nigga mouth. I know he ran, but God damn. fuego. Hasta la fuego. Chat, then this officer right here, he making sure them prongs don't come out. He making sure his prongs don't come out. That nigga leaned in the car. He leaned in the car with that bitch. Where you going, boy? You hear it. Like, chat, at first it was all shits and giggles, but now I'm really petrified for this gentleman. Chat, what the fuck? Nigga, it sound like, man. As that nigga move, so does this nigga. He is making sure that them taser prongs don't exit that man's body. He is making sure that he stays within maximum distance. Like, you know how you got a certain amount of distance before it's effective. He's making sure he stay within that range. What's this nigga name? I would never want to be pulled over by him, and the fact I stay in Georgia scares me that much more. Boy ain't playing. He is laying down hate through a taser. I never seen that done. He is moving in with the taser prongs. Is that nigga move to try to free himself from it, what your body naturally does. He like, I'm coming with you. That's that. This nigga is the devil. He do this shit for fun. This police officer tase niggas for fun. I'm pretty sure.
Get up, man. Get up before we drag you out. Get up! Come on.
I'm sorry. Taser's been deployed 3 times. Go ahead and get your message around.
Whose fault is that? No, you're not. Stop moving. I don't have anything. Hey. Please don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, please take me to the hospital, please.
Stop moving.
Sir, I'm about
You was pulled over.
Sir, I'm about to die. Please, sir.
You could have killed somebody.
Sir.
You literally could have killed
Now
somebody.
you're worried about yourself now, aren't you? No, sir, please. Stand up. I feel shot, sir. Please. Help me, bro. Sir, please. Come on. Oh, please, sir, please. Sir,
You could have killed somebody.
Sir, please. Sir, look. Sir. Sir. We're sorry. Please, sir. Help. Sir, please. See, sir, please.
Sit down. Shut the fuck up. All right?
Yeah.
You believe me? Yeah.
Okay, that's the ground.
I'm standing on the floor there.
Good big go. 929-887. Check 581. Longer ticket. Simple. I have a number of I'm cleared around all the altitude radio station.
Not relaxed. You all right? Yeah, yeah. This glass.
Clear as well.
We got pictures of everything on the ground. You want to get evidence back? Yeah.
You said they reloaded. We gotta watch that. What's the name of the video? You said it's in California. Which one is it?
This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily.
On Saturday, May 18th, around 6 p.m., the day prior to the officer-involved shooting, the suspect, Mr. Thompson, is observed on video pulling up to a business located on the 4800 block of Miller Avenue. He then exits his vehicle and begins to approach an alleyway behind this location. A gun is visible on his side. The suspect approaches someone who is currently off camera, and after a brief interaction, Mr. Thompson pulls out the handgun and shoots at the victim, striking him one time in the shoulder. He then retreats back to his vehicle and leaves this location. The victim is then seen emerging from this location with an apparent wound to his arm. The victim of that shooting was treated at a local
Roadmaster, why you out there shooting that man on camera, boy? Huh? Baby legs, was that you?
hospital for his injuries. The following day, now Sunday, May 19th, patrol units were advised that our system had a hit on the suspect vehicle and provided information on its current location. A forward police officer located the suspect vehicle and then activated his lights and siren in an attempt to get the suspect vehicle to pull over until other officers arrived.
I'll be traveling that vehicle, Burton, Edgewood. That advisor said we're going to be going south on Edgewood from Burton. Hey, your head. Hey!
Your incident has been updated.
Southbound.
Roadmaster. Roadmaster. What the hell are you doing out there shooting at the police with that little ass gun? Huh? Roadmaster. You need to go turn yourself in, boy.
On Edgewood, Southbound on Edgewood. I may be hit. Stand by. We'll be going westbound on Berry, south on Hatcher. South on Hatcher. South on Hatcher still. Stand by. We are coming up to South Edgewood from Wyman. Westbound on Eastland. Westbound Eastland. The subject is armed. Subject is armed. Shots were fired. I need units to get to me. My unit has been hit. Clear the air.
During this pursuit, the officer's vehicle sustained damage that prevented him from continuing the pursuit.
I am out of it. My unit has died. He is in lane number 1, southbound on Miller. Lane 1, southbound Miller.
Officers continued looking for the suspect vehicle, while other officers tended to the wounded officer on scene. That officer was then transported to a local hospital where he received medical treatment. Fortunately, the officer was not shot. He suffered injuries from broken glass that cut his arm during the exchange of gunfire with the suspect. It was not known at this time whether the suspect was struck by any of the officers returning gunfire. With information related to the suspect vehicle, we were able to track down and locate the suspect vehicle parked at a residence located in the 5500 block of Summit Ridge Trail in Arlington. A perimeter was established, and the suspect was observed running from the main house towards a shed in the backyard. SWAT arrived on scene and apprehended Mr. Thompson without further incident.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
All right, take your time. Take your time.
Lay down on your stomach. Lay down on your stomach. Lay down on your stomach.
Lay down. Lay down flat.
I'm ready, Bobby. You ready? I'm ready.
It was at this time that officers learned that Mr. Thompson had suffered a gunshot wound to his lower back. Mr. Thompson was transported to a local hospital where he is currently being treated for his injuries.
Push that other hand in. His fingers come out. Right here. There you go. Yep. Let's get him over to tap, man.
Get him up.
Roadmaster, find that for me. I definitely react to that. I want to see it. I don't want to see it, but I'm intrigued about it. They around here shooting people up. Chat, we've been in here almost 3 hours, chat. Finna get the fuck off. Get sleepy. I got some shit I got to do today. Kids gotta have an Easter egg hunt, some more shit. I was just checking in with y'all, seeing what y'all was on. Couldn't find a Panther shit though. That was the weird shit. Usually I kind of pin it to my shit and they pop right back up, but it didn't. But I'm be back probably a little later on after I finish with the fam and do all that shit. Hope y'all enjoy y'all Easter. I'm finna bounce. I'm finna slide, glide, hit it and get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Everybody go to church this morning. Fuck with me, I'ma fuck with you. You know that. We out.